you guys, this is Dash from Bloom Where You're Planted. One of the things that I had most trouble with when I was a new gardener was I grew the stuff. I felt so conscious, like I grew this. Now what do I do with it? Especially the day right before harvest, because it really makes a difference on how you store things, whether you're going to be able to use them, and just what do I do with all this that's covering my table? So let's start with peppers. We got a lot of peppers and it was going to freeze, so I just cut them off. And bundled them up, and I really wish I had a place to hang them, because I did hear online that some people hang theirs in a warm place and they eventually turn. So I wish I had a place to hang them, but you know, I searched high and low, and I can't hang them in my home, and the garage is really cold also. So I don't really think that would work at all. So anyway, I just put them on this sheet and I cleared a place, and I'm just gonna take them into this part of the room, and then on the weekend we will watch a movie and we'll get the kids with us, and they'll help us pick them all, and we'll do something with them to make a green relish or something. All right, so that's pepper. No, go. You can't eat the peppers. I wish she'd get just one, and then maybe she wouldn't need any more. All right, so come see the rest of the harvest.
Hold on a second. Nala, come here. Come eat this. You'll learn. You'll learn. Yeah.
She's really gonna eat it.
You stupid little dog.
I'm gonna play with it first.
You'll learn. After this, you won't eat anymore.
Why is everyone watching me? That's right. Bite into that fat baby. No.
Yeah, it's spicy, isn't it? Eat it. You'll learn your lesson. Oh.
Let me show you what I do with the rest of my harvest. We have lots of these Red Caribean Habaneros. I am in love with this pepper. They're really thick-walled. This is a regular habanero, and this is a Caribbean Red. These are really thin, and these, of course, look at that color and the shape even, and they're really thick-walled, so they are twice as hot, though, as the regular habanero. So I really like them, and I will definitely do them again. I got them from Baker's Heirloom Creek seeds. The seeds, and I started them by seeds. So I probably will only do one plant though. I probably will not do 2 plants again. Okay, so these we're gonna turn into Dash de Fuego. And here, let me get a jar of that to show them. So if you didn't see my video making Dash de Fuego, well, it's a great hot sauce. It's kind of a sweet and hot sauce you can put on food. Not a dipping thing, just to put on food to spice it up. So this is going to be for Christmas gifts, so we're going to make another batch of it probably on the weekend. So that's what I'm going to do with my peppers. And, oh, I will link that video where I made the Dash de Fuego in the bottom there, in the description, so you can check that out. With my jalapenos, I'm gonna make jalapeno jelly for the first time. I'm super excited about that. It's like pour over cream cheese on the new year, and it could also be, some of them could be Christmas gifts, so that should be a lot of fun. I'm gonna give that a try in the next few days. My pekins, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with. I might just pop them in the jalapeno jelly. That would make it really pretty. So I might just do that, put them in the jelly. And then my ghost peppers. Okay, you guys, I need some ideas. These are so hot. There's not really a recipe you can put them in. So, and I've got tons, probably this many green ones also. So tell me, you guys, what do you do with your ghost peppers? I need some suggestions. I don't know what to do with all these. Some of them I'm going to dry in my dehydrator. I'm going to make them into an insecticide, like a powder insecticide that I can mix up when I see those squash bugs coming on. So we're gonna try them as a weapon against squash bugs. I really hope that works. So I'll let you know. Some of them I'm gonna do that with, but I just got so many. Tell me what to do with my ghost peppers, y'all. That leads us to our daikon radish. This is a super good crop. I would definitely do this every cool season in spring and fall. And the way to make them good, I was turned on to by Jess at Roots and Refuge, is to roast them. So I will link up to that video too when I roasted them and gave them a try. They were super good. So, and that's a lot of food. That's a lot of roasted vegetables. So, awesome. This is an old squash I've been saving. Rampingate. So you can pick them small and green and use them like zucchini, or you can save some and use them more like butternut squash. So I'll peel them and cube them and put them with the daikon radishes, so that'll taste great. And then my bok choy, I put it down in water just to keep it fresh. I will have, I will make probably Chinese food in the next few days. I already used one and put it in eggs, scrambled eggs this morning with some onion and garlic. That was delicious. So definitely gonna use those in Chinese food in the next few days. We got tons of green beans. That was a huge success for fall. This whole thing was filled to green beans. And it was really nice because we had a potluck at church. So we made a big pot of potatoes and green beans with chicken broth in it and bacon. It was delicious and everyone really enjoyed it. We had barbecue, so it was the perfect thing to go with barbecue. So that was awesome. We have a little bit left. Honestly, I'll probably blanch these and freeze them. Blanch them, chop them up, and freeze them so they'll be ready for dishes. Because I don't have that many, I don't want to try to can them. So I'm going to freeze them. And then we just have some squashes left over, which something nibbled on. But squashes and peppers, not very many, but so something nibble on them. So I will just probably chop these up and put them also either with the roasted vegetables and then put some with the Chinese dish that I make, stir-fry dish. So yeah. So that's that. Now I have one more thing to show you on how I store those green tomatoes. And that's really good to know because the first year I tried to store them, I tried to store stuff in my garage and that was a total bust. It just didn't work out. They just rotted in the garage. So I even tried like wrapping each one in newspaper and putting them in wood shavings in a crate in the garage, and I thought I could come out and get them as I needed them and they would turn red. I heard that was a good thing to do, but they just rotted. So it was a big disaster. So I finally learned how to store things in my home that works for me, that they turn out perfectly and I'm able to utilize them. Let me show you. I've learned to store things under my bed. These are onions from our onion harvest. Still hanging out. Our onion harvest was in May. So we're almost gonna get through the whole year and I have some hanging. But this is a good way to have under your bed, get something with a lip on it. This is an old tabletop that I just turned over. It used to go on a table, like a ottoman type table. And yeah, just spread them out and store them under your bed. So I do the same thing with potatoes, and I'm gonna do the same thing with my green tomatoes that I picked yesterday. So I have an empty board here, and I'm just gonna pour my tomatoes on it. Spread them out. And these will turn. They will turn red. I didn't have that many tomatoes this year, but they will turn red and I will come back and get them and use them.
They smell good.
They do, they smell good, don't they? All right, so that is my trick to storing things under my bed. Of course, we have concrete floors, and so it keeps everything pretty cool under there, and our bed is kind of lifted up so there's good airflow. I don't know what it'd be like if you had carpet and you know your bed was shorter down, you didn't have airflow, but this is what I've chosen to do to finally found success in storing my vegetables. I hope that gives you some idea of what to do with your harvest. I know that was a huge question of mine when I was a new gardener, how to store things so I can actually utilize them and what to do with them. So if you would, down in the comments, let me know what you're doing with your ghost peppers. I'm out of ideas for those. And then let me know if there's any tricks to harvesting, you know, those tricky vegetables like green tomatoes, potatoes and onions that you have. Leave those in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. Always gives me new ideas on how to do things. Kind of shakes me up and gets me out of thinking outside my box. Bye, you guys. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe to my videos, and if you give me a thumbs up, that certainly encourages me. Bye, you guys. See you later. I hope you had a great harvest.